Hello again. I am Caner. I am with you with another Pilot Talk. Today we are gonna talk Pilot Talk July 2022. Alright, let's get started immediately to our video. Yeah guys, if you remember from the previous video, which is June, I was second top there. So I got 3 days off at the end of the month. In July, I was top bid, which is one amazing. So most of the time when you're on top bid and if you bid your request and the preferences, logically you can get most of the things, or just, in case of request, you can get one thing. But long story short, I bidded 6 days off in a row at the beginning of month, which I got 5 days of them. So I combined the 3 days from June and 5 days from July. Then I created 8 days off. And then one rest day was amazing for me. I went to home for me in Turkey, Izmir, Turkey. I spent there almost like 8 full days, and it was like a short vacation for me. I really enjoyed a lot. And after that, I was ready for the first flight of the month. Actually, I asked Lively for this flight. I didn't want to go there because 8 days, then I got another 3 days off. If I get this leave approved, so I could end up in Turkey more than 15 days. That was not 15 days, 8, 10, like around 15 days. It would be great. But what to do? I was really lucky to be at home 9 days. I cannot complain. So I came back to Dubai for the first flight of the month, which is Kolkata. Okay, let me give the flight details beforehand. The first sector was 4:42 and return sector was 4 hours 38 minutes. I love this kind of flights, guys. 3, 4, 5 hours. You have a layover and then you come back. And I was really excited, to be honest. It's my first Indian layover. I got a couple of times. I swapped it. I don't know. The flight has been changed, cancelled. That was really the first time for me after 3 years that I'm gonna have a layover in India. I was really excited. I got an amazing room in Kolkata, which is really good. Such a huge bedroom, living room, separate shower, separate toilet. Originally, I didn't plan to go out because I had a lot of things to do in my life. To be honest, I was also curious. I've never been in India before. I wanted to explore the city itself. So I said, why not? So we were 3 of us. We took a driver from the hotel, so based on, they charge us hourly, and we already marked a couple of places to see. We made an amazing Kolkata tour. That's the only regretting point for me, because since I made my plans based on I'm gonna stay in the room, I didn't take my camera with me. And then I went out. I said I wish I had my camera with me. But no worries, guys. I couldn't record. If I go there again, this time I will try to record. But for now, I'll be putting these pictures all around the screen so you can basically see how is it like having a Kolkata layover. Alright, let's continue. That was it actually. I came back to room. I slept. Next day in the morning, we returned back to Dubai. It's already short flight, so daytime. Perfect setup. I like day flights. So after arriving in Dubai, I got 2 days off, then I got another rest day and standby day. Actually, standby days are very common before RULRs. If an FO takes sick leave, if he gets sick, you never know. If he gets emergency leave, and then in that case, before your flight, they give you 1 day before standby duty, just in case if someone doesn't go to his ULR duty, ultra long range, you go for him or her, because you need to be acclimatized before going these ULR flights. Not every FO is available for this kind of duty. So if you have a ULR flight beforehand, so you are eligible to go any ULR destination. So most of the time they put you 1 day standby just in case. And I didn't get any flights from the standby, so I was at home total 4 days and I was ready for Miami flight. Miami was my top bid request because I love it a lot. So I love being in Miami and I have lots of friends there. Then I got it. It was amazing 57 hours layover. The hotel is amazing. I already described how is it like being in Miami in the previous video. I even made a Miami vlog. You can go and check it. And I can drop a link up there so you can check it all. But do not forget to check the other Pilot Talks as well, because I was talking a lot about Miami in these videos. But as usual, now it's time for flight details. The first sector was 1507 and return sector was 1404. As I told you before, many times, always return sectors are shorter. Yeah, that was really nice flight. 4 pilots, well rested. I augmented in the first sector. I operated back in the second sector. And nice crew, nice hotel, really nice facility. One of the best hotel I've ever been as a crew in the United States, right on the beach, Miami Beach. You can take a free bike, you can ride along the beach. That's really perfect location. I always be there. Alright, in Miami basically I met with a couple of friends, then I enjoy my time out with crew. That was a perfect setup, and already 57 hours passed like this. I didn't even recognize how. Then we turned back to Dubai. Then I got 2 mandatory days off that they need to give us, because after ULR flight you need to get additional 2 days off. And after that I was in the busiest part of the month, because I got 5 days off, then rest day. Do not forget, if you beat such a long days off, it means that rest of the month you will get many flights back to back. And I was in this period. Now, after 2 days off, I was ready for Mumbai turnaround. Mumbai turnaround, I cannot complain. It is afternoon flight. You depart around 4 p.m. in Dubai and you come back to Dubai around midnight, which was perfect. Now I'll give the flight details about it. Alright, first sector was 3 hours 20 minutes and return sector was 2 hours 44 minutes. It's very short flight, and we have many flights to Mumbai back and forth. And I've been talking about Mumbai a lot. I already talked a lot about India, so basically, you guys, know about the Indian flights a lot, so I'm not gonna repeat the same things. I know I've been talking a lot because, sometimes you're flying the same destinations many times, so I keep it as it is, not that long. Next flight was to Istanbul. So before Istanbul, I just wanted to say we landed at 23, actually, we parked to gate at 23:32, and after parking, you have extra 30 minutes for your duty time. That was a midnight for us, past midnight. Literally, because of this 30 minutes, our duty closed at 00:02. So next day, officially, you counted as work. And of course, this day was a rest day for me for the previous. But when you look at the rosters, it looks like you are busy for these 3 days, 4 days. But actually, I arrived the same day at 11:30. And next day, I didn't do anything, though it was in my roster. It looks like busy because it was a rest day for me. And the next day, evening time, I was ready for Istanbul flight. Istanbul layover is very popular layover among the pilots, and everyone is bidding it, especially Turks, it's their home. So likewise, I'm also bidding for Istanbul flights. Of course, I cannot get it when I am bottom bid, but when I am top bid off all the time, I get it. I have done already 2 or 3 times, I don't remember right now, this Istanbul layover, which was amazing. Of course, I really like this Istanbul layovers because there are a lot to do. I've seen my friends, I did my grocery shoppings, It's a good point. You go your country and do whatever you need to do. And it's like a perfect catch-up for us. All right, that being said, let's continue with the flight details. The first sector was 4 hours 30 minutes and the return sector was 3 hours 56 minutes. And to be honest, the return sector was the fastest return from Istanbul to Dubai that I have ever flown. 3 hours 56 minutes gate to gate. That's like a record for me. We had really a high cost index, so we arrived to Dubai very early. Speaking of cost index, guys, your cruise speed depends on many factors. We have something called cost index. If the cost index close to the 0, you go slower, then in that case you burn less fuel. But if your cost index is high, like 250, you go faster, but in return you burn more fuel. Of course, the companies are adjusting based on the needs. If there's a connecting flight after this, if you don't have much time for the other flight for this airplane, so the company wants you to come fast so they can prepare the airplane for the next destination. So that was it. We had really high cost index. We flew really fast from Istanbul to Dubai. And I don't want to tell the details about Istanbul airport, Istanbul layover, because I already covered this part of flying in this region in the previous pilot talk video. So you can refer back these videos and find all detailed information about that. And after coming to Dubai, I had 1 day off, and thereafter I was ready for the best flight of the month. It was a freighter trip. First of all, I deadhead to Amsterdam. I describe what is deadheading. Basically, you are positioning as a passenger from Dubai to a destination. In that case, I deadhead to Amsterdam, and from Amsterdam, we took a bus from airport to the Maastricht. So basically, I flew as a passenger for almost 7 hours, and thereafter I took a bus with the captain from there, Amsterdam, to Maastricht for 3 hours. Guys, I didn't fly, right? But I got paid for this 10 hours, 7 hours for, that heading phase. So I get paid as if I'm flying, and 3 hours for the bus from the airport to the Maastricht, the airport that we are going to operate, because there's no direct flight from Dubai to Maastricht. Maastricht is the hub for cargo operation, one of the largest cargo hubs in Europe. So you can find each major cargo operators flies there a lot, but it's not in the border of Netherlands, so it's really far from Amsterdam. It's almost 3 hours. It's more close to Belgium or Germany, like the major cities. My friend Ekin, I don't know if you know it or not, because I didn't publish it yet. It's on the queue to be published, but I met with him. He, before this flight, a couple of months back, he visited me in Dubai, and I immediately texted him, would you like to catch up? And he said, why not? He drove all the way down from Amsterdam to meet with me in Maastricht, and we spent an amazing day. And I recorded a vlog for you there. I really love the city. City is small, you can walk everywhere, and the good thing, the hotel was right in the middle of the city center. It was an amazing layover. 36 hours I stayed there, and I don't want to give the details because I recorded everything about this Maastricht layover. Alright, you can watch it when I release the video. Alright, I talk a lot, but I didn't give the details about my flight. I spent almost 2 days from Dubai to Amsterdam to Maastricht. Now, finally, I was ready for my own flight. Alright, my flight was from Maastricht to Zaragoza. Yeah, we have a freighter airplane. Actually, this is one of the mini freighters that we call. Actually, that was originally a passenger airplane. They removed the economy seats of this airplane, and then they created a freighter. So the company now returning back them to original setup. So it's gonna be like a passenger airplane. And this was the last month. Literally, there is no mini freighter operation in the next month. So that was really last opportunity for me to fly, and I got it. I really loved it so much. So first sector from Maastricht to Zaragoza. I said to the captain, can I fly? Because I've never been in Maastricht and I've never been in Zaragoza. So I can take off from Maastricht, I can land to Zaragoza. That was a great opportunity for me, and I flew the first sector. The flight was not that long. It was only 2 hours, 4 minutes, and I flew from Maastricht to Zaragoza. That time I felt like I'm working for one of these European companies, It's like a Europe to Europe. We are not used to it. But that was it. After landing, we waited on the ground for 3 hours for the loads to be loaded into the airplane. So we waited 3 hours. That's the good thing about my company. When you are making a freighter operation, even though you're waiting on the ground, it's counted as flying hours. They pay you as a ground payment. It's exactly the same. If you fly 1 hour, if you wait 1 hour on the ground, they're exactly the same money. And this is good thing for us. Basically you wait on the ground, but still you get paid. I love this company when it comes to give your right. We don't have any union. They don't make you suffer when it comes to payment or nothing. My company really satisfies me when it comes to payment, because I've seen, I don't want to give the names right now, but one of the legacies in Europe right now, they different contracts. When they have someone to send that heading, they only pay 50% of their hourly payment, which is not the case in my company. You get paid 100% of your flight hours, even if you are deadheading or you are on the ground. Alright, then we waited after 3 hours, then we flew back to Dubai with the loads on board. And return sector was 6 hours, 37 minutes. So basically, that was it. We arrived to Dubai. The flight was amazing. We had 2 cabin crew and 2 load master, and then 2 pilots. That was an amazing opportunity for me, because I love cargo flights, because everything is easy, relaxed, and the vibe itself is really good. So basically, total flight hours was 841, but I just flew 841. But I get paid 841 plus almost 13 hours. So can you imagine, I originally flew 841, but I got paid 13 hours. Of course, as a pilot in my company, flying hours are not that much because our basic salary is high. It's not changing that much. If you are flying or 50 hours, you're flying 30 hours flying, because we are not a low-cost company. Low-cost companies are most of the time paying based on flying hours, so that it makes huge difference if you fly 10 hours or if you fly 90 hours. But in my company, it doesn't make difference that much, so our basic salary is high. That's also what I like in my company, because our salary is not fluctuating that much based on how much you fly in a month. But I really love this. I really love this setup. And at the end of the month, I got 3 vacation days because I had my sister's wedding. I had to attend there. So I went back to Izmir. That was also an amazing opportunity for me because Fly Dubai just started a flight from Dubai to Izmir direct. I used it for the first time. That was perfect. In 4 hours from Dubai to Izmir, and you don't waste your time to fly Istanbul, wait there, take your luggage, then go there, check in again, wait for the plane, then you know at least it takes 8 hours. Then you save amazing time. That was it. 3 days I was in Izmir, then I returned back to Dubai on the 31st. That concludes Pilot Talk July 2022. But before going, I would like to make a quick recap for you. Alright, in this month I flew to Kolkata, Miami, Mumbai, Istanbul, and after Istanbul, Maastricht, Zaragoza. Out of 6 destinations, I flew 61 hours, 42 minutes. But I got paid almost 75 hours. During this time period, I had 10 days off, I had 3 rest days, and I had 3 vacation days. Then I worked 15 days. That was really a fair month for me because I didn't work almost for 15 days, and that was a great opportunity for me to be in Izmir twice, at the end of the month and at the beginning of the month, and that was a great opportunity for me. Alright guys, that concludes Pilot Talk July 2022. Now it's your turn. Did you like my video? Did you learn something new? I know sometimes there are some destinations which is, repeating each other, so I don't want to give the details, so for you to make it shorter so you can enjoy the video better. But believe me, each month I'm trying to give you some nice little information that you didn't hear before. That being said, now it's your turn. Please like my videos, subscribe my channel, and hit the bell button to get the notifications for the new videos. See you Pilot Talk August 2022, and this video will be very short, I believe, but I don't want to give details. Alright, see you in the next video. Bye bye.